Hello, my name is Marina and I am the CEO and founder of Kanerani. If you want to know more about what is Kanerani marketing, click on the description box. Don't forget to share the video with your friends and to give it a thumbs up. And remember, this video is based on my thoughts and opinions. Today, you are going to learn about why you should stop using the word tribe and what words to use instead, and why you should not be using the word in your content or anywhere. Let's begin. There are certain words that can be offensive to people, especially when these words have hidden meanings. You might be wondering, if tribe is so flawed, why is it so common? Let's take a look at some of its history. The word tribe comes from a widespread but outdated 19th century social theory. Even though social evolution theories emerged during the age of scientific rationalism, they soon became intertwined with racial theories that were used to justify the latter stages of the Atlantic slave trade and European colonization. The belief that trafficked Africans were primitive was used to justify their enslavement by Europeans. Another belief was that Africans could develop but needed to be civilized by Europeans. This often meant in exchange for their freedom, labor, land, and resources. These arguments continued to be used after 1880 as Europe moved to colonize the African continent. The argument could once again be best described as an exercise of power. Thus, all Africans were said to live in tribes, whether their ancestors built large trading empires or settled and cultivated kingdoms around the Great Lakes in East and Central Africa. Calling nearly all African social groups, tribes, and African identities tribal during the era of scientific racism turned the concept of tribe from a scientific discipline category into a racial stereotype. By definition, Africans were presumed to live in tribes, preferably with chiefs. The colonizers proposed to control cheaply by adapting tribal and chiefship institutions into European-style bureaucratic states. If they didn't find tribes, they encouraged people to form them and appoint chiefs. Under U.S. law, tribe is a bureaucratic term. Nevertheless, Native Americans often prefer the words nation or people over tribe. Historically, in the U.S., government has treated all Native American groups as tribes because of the same outdated cultural evolutionary theories and colonial viewpoints that led European colonialists to treat all African groups as tribes. When we see that the same term is applied indiscriminately to Native American groups and African groups, the problem of primitive savagery as the implied common denominator only became more apparent. To this day, indigenous people are still fighting to gain government recognition and rights, and it has also become a cultural identifier among indigenous people. By using the word tribe, you're dismissing the various important and sometimes sacred customs, practices, and ideas of indigenous peoples. Also, the word tribe is associated with primitiveness. To be in a tribal state is to live in an uncomplicated traditional condition. This promotes misleading stereotypes. Moreover, in the West, tribal often implies savage. So you shouldn't use the word tribe as a community building tool or when referring to your team, because it is a play on the colonialist word used to oppress various marginalized ethnic and cultural groups of people from across the world. And it's also important to not use the word tribe to describe your social groups or online following. Instead, use alternatives like clan, fans, kindred, friends, family, team, guild. Did you know that the word tribe can be offensive? Leave your answer in the comments, and if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. See you in the next video.